Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries is Väduren in Swedish. I am Swedish, so I will use a few Swedish words here and there where I feel like maybe the English needs some clarification. Apparently I need some clarification as well. Aries, I will just jump right into your reading. Welcome to any newcomers. I just have had a weekend that we have come like before the full moon in Pisces, and I'm out after that weekend, and I just feel like there's so many shifts happening. I sort of almost can't keep up. So I mean, if you're feeling it, and it can be like you're so super excited you don't know where to turn in your body, or you're actually becoming like you almost feel a bit low or a bit off because it's so much happening. You don't fully know how to navigate, and it sort of puts a bit of a damper, like a bit of a like it becomes almost heavy in a bit, and that just calls for more balance, more meditation, more quiet time to just sort of find yourself in all of this. Let's just see what's going on for you for this coming week, for the just your overall energy. And for the rest of September, we're like mid-September now, and actually when you listen to this, we're probably towards the end of September. But I feel like September is the major shift. All that has led up to September, and now the rest of September leading into 2020. I feel like September is like belongs more to 2020 than all of the rest of the year has done. So yeah, let's see what's going on for you. I do 3 cards first, mostly, if Spirit doesn't want another card. And I look at them at the same time to it sort of gives me a bit of a story. And then if it resonates with you, I probably will have an extended reading for you. So first out... first out is my dove card. In Swedish I say fredsduva. In English it's dove of hope, but if I were to translate like straight from Swedish to English, it would be peace dove. And I sort of like that, peace dove. It's like the dove of peace. And then I got this huge gorgeous tiger with a kid on top of it just playing, and it's called competition. And then I have my leadership card, which also is my Leo card. It often comes up for the Leo, but it has actually back and forth come up for you as well. I haven't seen it in your reading for a while, so it might mean that you're getting your strength and your power back. So yeah, just give me a second here to just feel into the whole... Yeah. I feel like, okay, so starting off, like coming out from the full moon and like coming into this week, I feel like maybe there has been like a slow start, almost feel like in Sweden, I feel like it completely turns into fall now, like into autumn, and it's höst. It's a beautiful, but it's a bit chilly, it's a bit darker, it's a bit, you want to put your extra sweater on, almost winter jacket at times. It's changing times for sure, and it almost feels a bit like that. It's a bit slow going at the very beginning of the week, and this is also my card showing that loved ones are with you from the other side, so you maybe have picked up extra like signs from loved ones sort of visiting you, saying hello through feathers, through ladybugs, which is nyckelpiga, through maybe butterflies, maybe just different things, maybe through dreams, just paying visits to you on almost on a regular basis right now, where I feel like they're coming in with like clarity to you. They're coming in with guidance on where to go next. You know where to go next. You've asked for where to go next, but then the guidance comes in to show you this is the way, this is the way, this is the way, maybe keep out of that one, like things like that. So you might actually have felt them closer to you, or like being more around you lately than you've maybe have done for a while. It just sort of gives me the hint that you are as well more open, because as you are like becoming a bit closed, a bit off, a bit lower in your energy, they sort of can't reach you. Like they're on the other side, and their frequency is so freaking high. So if you're like lowering yourself a bit, it's not going to be a match, and it's not like they have gone somewhere or they don't visit you anymore or things like that. You probably just need some adjustment and sort of get up there again so that you can start to feel them. That's what it feels like. So it feels like it's more around you. It's beautiful still. It's a gorgeous energy, but it's more like around you and sort of coming out of that shell a bit, if that makes sense, coming out of your own little nest in a way, and sort of get out there again, and like almost a bit of like start over, because this full moon sort of had you, I don't know, just dipping a bit. And now you're coming out of it. Coming out of it again. And the next card out, now coming out next to this card, which is starting to tell a story, is that you are going for something. And I feel like we've talked about this over the past few weeks now. You are going to like start up your own business, or move someplace, or get involved with some like an organization of your choosing, like where like that matters to your heart. Maybe start your own, like quit your regular job and start your own business, things like that. And it's like it's such a powerhouse, it's so powerfully on the move. And that, I feel like that comes more towards like the mid or end of the following week, where you sort of pick up that energy again and you start to be more of a powerhouse again. So don't lose hope in the beginning of the week, like, oh, everything has slowed down, everything. It's like it just has to, it's like when it has been like a huge party, or New Year's Eve, or a huge wedding, or I'm just trying to think of something, a huge celebration. The day after is just not going to have the same energy, but it can still be like a beautiful day. It can still be, you're still thinking about how fun you had yesterday, but you maybe are going a bit slow because it was such a big party and you stayed up really late, and so you're a bit tired, that sort of thing. So it's not like heavy, depressed heavy, it's just a bit slow going, if that makes sense. And here towards the mid or towards the end of the week, it's like now we're starting to pick up momentum again. Now we're starting to feel the energy of the party, so to speak. Like you're more towards the high fiery energy again. That is the Aries. You're the fire sign, and I just feel like you're more coming into your own. Here with the opportunities coming in, I feel I don't want anything. Source is coming in with like a suggestion, or it feels like here's a way to try this, to sort of leave your parenthood or adulthood or very maturehood sort of in the back, like just have yourself, watch yourself like from the back a bit, like take a step back and sort of watch yourself from the back, and then let your childlike brain, your childlike thoughts, your childlike manners, like behavior come through and sort of deal with this whole situation. It might sound even dangerous to like you don't want a kid to sort of determine very important decisions for around this organization or around, it just feels like it needs to be lighter. It just feels like whatever like determination you have to sort of get to some sort of decision right now, or some sort of let's get this thing going, or I've been looking for a place to stay, we have to find it now, or I'm gonna launch my business in 3 days and it better work and it's so serious. Like I just feel like if you put a kid in there, if you put your childlike thoughts in there and sort of approach it from a very playful place, things are going to get moving. Things are going to be up and running by the time that you want to. They are going to turn out the way you want to. But it's like, it's a tiny bit serious at the moment. I just feel like we need to play around this a bit more so that you can sort of get things going again energetically, if that makes sense. Take that however that applies into the situation that you're dealing with right now. And even if it's a relationship that you're dealing with, like another person in your life, try to look at it more from a childlike perspective, not to hold any grudge, not to be so serious, not to then I said that and then they said this, or I'm going to plan for what they're going to, like a child would never sit there and think about what the other person would say. They don't even think about the person because right now they have a ball in front of them. So like take a much lighter approach, and when it happens, it happens. When you have it in your face, then deal with it. But I'm not saying be oblivious to it. Oblivious is like, I don't find those Swedish words, so I'm going to try to explain it in English. If you feel like, I'm not going to look at it, I'm not going to pretend that it's there, I know for a fact that it's there and it's coming and I don't want to look, I don't want to deal with it, I'm going to just, and then when it comes, it's like a disaster. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about approaching it when it's the right time, when you have it in your face, when it's something you need to deal with and it's like right in front of you, then deal with it, but deal with your energy in the meantime. And the energy, I'm asking nothing. Source is asking to for you to come in with a way lighter approach, like the little child that sits on top of this tiger. Okay? Then we have the Leo card, which is my card for strength, leadership, control, power, taking the lead in the way you want it to be. And it doesn't even have to be taking the lead for others. It's just taking the lead over your life, taking control over your life, feeling like you are in charge, feeling like you are on top of things. You are like, if somebody asks you how you're doing with that, awesome. I know exactly what to do. I know where exactly my place in this whole process. I'm having so much fun, but most of all, I'm getting my strength back. I'm feeling more and more like a powerhouse, and it's not the misdirected power. That's not what I'm talking about. Just a feeling of like you just want to stand up straight, and you know where you're going, and you know what you want. It's more clarity than anything else. It's more like feeling like you just got it. You just know what to do. That sort of feeling. And I feel like it's coming in. It is the end card rather than the beginning card. So I feel like over the week or over the coming couple of weeks, that strength is gonna, like, you're gonna gain that strength again. So if you sit there feeling right now, for instance, if I'm supposed to do something, or if I'm like in the past, if I was really nervous about something, I knew that date, that specific date and that specific day, I had to that day would come and pass, which means I would have fixed or gotten through or managed to do whatever that was. Let's say that was on a Saturday, and I even went on, like, in my head to the following Sunday, thinking, if I'm on that following Sunday, I must have gone through that Saturday, which means I managed it. I did it. I was successful at it. I was, maybe nervous, but, I still did it. And sort of put yourself in the Sunday mode now. So you feel like anything that's being thrown at you at the moment, you just float easily through it. There's nothing to sort of deal with or get into the heavy stuff around it, or get into the details even of, just to get through with it and just keep going. And you will find yourself in this energy again. You will feel more powerful and more like on point is what I want to say. You know what to do. You know where to go. You know who to talk to. You see and understand the guidance, stuff like that. Okay. If this resonates with you, if you understand what I'm talking about, You might want to come to the extended. I'm going to look into this further and see if there's other people involved and see maybe their point of view, what to expect, what to deal with in the upcoming week or weeks. So come to the link below in the description box if you want to. And I want to continue to say thank you for the donations that has started to come into the channel. I highly appreciate it. Thank you so much. There's also a link in the description box down below if you want to donate anything. Just any amount is more than welcome. So don't feel like, that would be like 5 kronor, which is not even $1. That won't make a difference, but it does. Let me tell you, it does. So thank you so much for watching. Maybe I see you in the extended, or otherwise I hopefully see you in a week. Take care, guys. Bye.